Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on my absolutely gorgeous Melanin baby Shalewa. I'm going to be doing this chocolate inspired, melanin inspired makeup tutorial on her. And to get started, I'm just going to be cleaning her skin, then I'm going to be going in with some of my primer spray, then my Becca primer. You guys have seen me do this like a gazillion times. To prep her eyelid and her brows, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony. And I'm really just kind of like focusing this towards the outer tail of her brows because her brows are pretty like full, like they don't need much work basically. So I'm just filling them in lightly. To conceal underneath the brows, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC50. And then I'm going to be taking some of my ABH Brow Powder Duo in Ebony just to further fill in her brows a little bit more. And then lastly, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW47 for the top of her brows. And then I'm just going to blend the concealer out. Onto the face, I'm going to be using my Black Opal Stick Foundation in Carob, and guys, it has been so long since I've reached for this foundation, but this foundation alongside my AJ Crimson Foundation are my two favorite foundations to use in my makeup kit. They are absolutely stunning on deeper skin tone. Once I'm done buffing in the foundation, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro concealers in Toffee and Toast. And I'm applying Toast first, and then I went in with a bit of Toffee just on top of that. And then as usual, you guys already know, I'm going to be blending it out using my original beauty blender. To contour her face, I'm going to be using my Ben Nye Cream Shadow in Extra Dark, and I would normally use like a darker shade of this for darker skin tones, but I really wanted her to get that like natural chocolatey contour, so I went in with this shade and it did exactly that. So now, once I'm done with the contour and highlight and all that, I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush and make sure to blend everything together so there are no harsh lines on the face. To set her highlighted areas, I'm going to be using my Ben Nye powder in Topaz. For the rest of her face, I'm going to be using my MAC Miniralise Skin Finish in Dark Deep. So once I'm done setting her face, I'm going to be using my ABH Contour powder and Espresso around her nose, and then I went in with a darker shade which is Carob to contour the rest of her face. And to reverse contour her face, I'm going to be using the face powder I used on her. I always like using this whenever I do makeup on deeper skin tones. So onto the eyes, guys. For her first three transition colors, I'm going to be using MAC's eyeshadow in Brown Script and Swiss Chocolate. Next, I'm going to be taking MAC's eyeshadow in Embark, and I'm going to work this into her outer crease area. I'm making sure to really kind of work this and build up the intensity because I don't plan on using any black eyeshadow on the eyelid. And now I'm just going back in with the blending brush I used initially just to blend both the dark brown eyeshadow and the transition colors together. For her main eyelid shadow, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Glisten. And I basically just sprayed my brush with some e.l.f. setting spray and applied this all over her mobile lid. Next, I'm going to be taking Kiko's Color Sphere eyeshadow in number 5, which is a gorgeous chocolatey kind of baked eyeshadow. I'm just going to be applying this onto the center of her eyelid. And then just to pop up the eyes a bit more, I'm going to be using my Stila Metallic eyeshadow in Metallic Kitten. So that is pretty much the main part of the eyes done. It's a very simple eyeshadow look to create. And I'm just going ahead and doing a simple winged liner with some of my Inglot gel liner in number 77. I'm going to take some of that gel liner and also apply it onto her waterline. And then I'm going to take some of that Embark eyeshadow and some black eyeshadow and just smudge this onto her lower lash line. And then I decided to go in with some of that metallic eyeshadow onto the center of her lower lash line. I don't know why I did this, but I kind of like the way it looked in the end. So now I'm just going back in with some of the face powder I used on her, and I'm just dusting off any excess powder on her face. For her blush, I'm going to be using my MAC's blush in Raizin, and this blush remains my favorite blush to use on deeper skin tone. Next, I'm going to be taking Becca's blush in Blush Copper, and this is just another gorgeous shimmering blush on deeper skin tone. And then, of course, I'm going to be using my Becca highlighter in Topaz. Like, this highlighter had her glowing for the gods. So now that I'm done with the face, I'm just going in with my Skindinavia Makeup setting spray. So to line her lips, you guys already know, I'm going to be using my MAC's lip pencil in Chestnut. So for her lips, I went in with some lip gloss instead of lipstick, and the first color I used is this pinky glossy metallic rose color, and then I went in with this gorgeous metallic gold color on top. Like, guys, look at that. So for her lashes, I went in with my favorite lash brand, which is Eyelure, and I used their lashes in number 143. So now I'm just applying some mascara onto her top and her lower lash line. And then to finish up the look, I decided to go back in with some more of that metallic eyeshadow, just, you know, pop her tear duct area and make her eye look super fluttery. So guys, we have come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you all so much for staying tuned, for, you know, watching and loving me. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.